Hello everybody, my name's Ultimate Player and welcome back to another episode of me playing Miss Pac-Man. Before we get started, I actually have an explanation to do because I've been gone for a very, very, very long time, and I'll explain why in a moment. And I'm going to explain why right now. One, I got really depressed. I got really depressed about my uncle and how he died and stuff like that. So, really, without saying anything, I kind of just left YouTube. I kind of just left YouTube to where it was, and I was really depressed about my uncle and stuff like that. And another reason why I left is because, and another reason why I didn't say anything when I left is because when I left at first, at least, is because I didn't want anything. It's because I didn't want anything to get past the people that were really willing to watch this video or anything like that. I didn't want people to be upset for me, or they could be upset for me if they want to, but I didn't want to ruin anybody's day by telling them this news. I mean, losing a person in my family was a very hard thing for me to handle and deal with. So when I lost my uncle, I kind of became one of the most depressed people most likely to be out there, and I was really in depth and I really needed help. So I kind of went away from YouTube. I mean, I still watched videos on YouTube, but I just kind of stayed away from YouTube. I was on a place where if I continued doing YouTube while I was depressed, I was going to say some really sad stuff, and I was going to be into the point where I didn't want it to make it look like, oh, I'm being super upset about something, and I didn't want people to think, oh, this person's just being upset because they want attention or anything like that. No, I actually lost my uncle. My uncle's dead, and he and I were really good we were both really good people to one another, and I just kind of, I stopped. I didn't have any real reason. At one point I just kind of felt like I didn't have any real reason to come back to YouTube, but I am back now, and I wish that I could have invited you guys to be with me on this experience, on the experience I had. Well, I'm pretty sure most of the people that have subscribed to me, rather, has actually lost a family member. I mean, if you did, please say something in the live chat, so I don't feel like, oh, I'm the only one that has ever experienced this. I don't want to feel like that. Anyway, that explains my absence. That explains why I've been gone for I forget how long. And before we get started, I'm actually going to do the actual normal thing I do, which is send this video out to my friends. Of course, they might be still in school right now, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do this exact same thing I almost always do in every single live stream. Out to my friends. Of course, they might be still in school right now, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do this exact same thing I almost always do in every single live stream. Out to my friends. Of course, they might be still in school right now, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do this exact same thing I almost always do in every single live stream. Out to my friends. Of course, they might be still in school right now, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do this exact same thing I almost always do in every single live stream. Out to my friends. Of course, they might be still in school right now, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do this exact same thing I almost always do in every single live stream. Out to my friends. Okay. Now that I have the live stream out there, I'm actually going to go ahead. Let's play this. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, other than the depressing stuff I said, I just said that now just to get that out of the way. I mean, I don't want people to start being depressed because I lost somebody, or I mean, if there's anybody out there that is actually like me, then I don't want people being depressed because I lost somebody, and then everybody else just starts being upset or sad or anything like that. I don't want that. That's not what I want at all from my people. I want people to be happy. I want to put a smile on people's faces. I want to be a person that no matter what, people will always, I want to be a person that is almost like a therapist, and I want to be a person that, will be one of the people that people always come to in case, like, I am in the, I'm, they're upset or anything like that. But there's only so much I can do to do stuff like that. And yeah, so let's play this, because it's the first video to ever let myself back into YouTube. So I'm just gonna, so I thought, why not welcome myself back to YouTube by playing some Pac-Man. So, of course I knew that I was gonna die at that point, but I don't really care. The reason why I explained everything why I left YouTube. I understand if people thought about leaving my channel, but I wasn't gone forever. I just kind of took like a little bit of a 2-month break away from YouTube, but I will upload and most likely do live streams on a daily basis now, or I will start doing it on a daily basis. I don't really know. I will start uploading on a daily basis. I will start doing things on a daily basis, and hopefully, if that's not good. See, you gotta be strategic. That was not a very good example of being strategic. That was just like an example of being dumb. Anyway, I was kind of upset that my uncle died, so I just kind of had to take a break away from YouTube. I had to take a break. I had to go, do something else that wasn't recording a video, because recording a video at that very moment was the very last thing I wanted to do. That was the last thing on my mind. That was the last thing I wanted to do, because I didn't want people thinking, oh, Ultimate's just not uploading a video just because he was upset for a fake reason. No, this is the real reason I was upset. I lost my uncle, and then, I mean, I know my hair is messy right now, which, if I have my face cam on just because I knew that was going to be like a big laugh. So, I mean, if you guys are already seeing this, I mean, I am live right now. Being live is what I am doing right now, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, like I said, I was depressed that my uncle was gone, and I was depressed. I was so unbelievably just depressed about everything, and I wasn't crying or anything like that, but I was still super depressed about my uncle being gone, because I wanted to get to know him more. I wanted to get to know him more as an individual, and let alone as a person. He was one of the closest people to me. I mean, I barely knew him, but still, he's a family member of mine. and he was one of the closest ones to me because I didn't know him. That was one of the main reasons why. It's not like I didn't know him, but I mean, I knew his name, but I didn't know, like, any aspects of him. I didn't know what he liked to do for a living. I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't know that at all. Just, man. It's been so long since I've recorded a video, huh? It's been, like, I don't know why. Ow. Dang it, I knew I was gonna die. I knew I was gonna die. I ran right into him. Like an idiot. Also, you guys notice I have my jacket on, which is not normal, and also pretty funny. Oh, well, all right, shite. People are angry. Whoa, grab that. I mean, the power pellets are just for the points at this point. Stupid, really? Did you just really say that sentence, Ultimate? What the frick is wrong with you? Anyway, let's move on to a different subject. I don't want to, like, because I feel like that every video that I've made is just me literally talking about the game and nothing else, which you guys are probably annoyed by now with that. But the reason why I kept doing it is because I thought nobody cared. Uh-oh. Run! I say run and then run into him. You idiot. I meant run away from him. Run away from him, Miss PAC-MAN. Oh God. Does anyone but me actually think that Miss PAC-MAN is actually just like a piece of a piece of a hockey puck was cut out and then turned yellow, and then it put lipstick on itself and then put a bow on it and then called it Miss PAC-MAN. I actually learned this strategy. No, you don't. Never mind. Okay. Come on, man. Wow. 13 minutes into the live stream and my phone gets low. How freaking quaint. Oh, Jesus. Turning. Frick. Go the opposite direction. Okay. So, even though the power pellet, at this point, I admit, does absolutely nothing. It does nothing. There's no point in it. Shut. But in this video, it's not about how many levels I can complete. This is me explaining my absence. And I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. It's just, I feel that if I uploaded a YouTube video while I was depressed, it would have made, one, it would have made like a giant war. It would have just made a giant thing where people were getting sad, people were just being ridiculous, and I just couldn't have that. And plus, most likely by the time this live stream is over, I'm probably washing my hair by now. In other words, I'm basically in the shower by the time you see this. Well, I'm live right now, but after the live stream, I'm actually gonna go. Go figure. Go figure. What? How can I survive Clyde but then running to Pinky? That makes no sense. Uh-oh. Okay, he went the opposite direction to me for some reason. Okay. Okay, never mind. Nope. Whatever you do, don't die. Please, for the love of God, do not die. Also, I am going to make a playlist for this. And put all the episodes in order. Like I said, I am going to make a freaking thing of this, and I am going to put all the, I'm going to make a playlist of this. This way you can actually see the entire series without having to actually have a difficulty looking for all of them. They could just be in one playlist, and then you could just watch all of them straight down without any interruptions, without anything going in the way, without anything happening, you know. I'm making it easier for you guys to watch this Pac-Man series. I mean, sure, nobody's watching it, but in case somebody's actually interested in Pac-Man. Because, in case somebody's actually interested in Pac-Man, I'm just going to finish the series anyway. So, in case somebody's interested in Pac-Man, you know, in case somebody's interested in it, I'm not saying that, oh, people are gonna, like, watch a whole bunch of Pac-Man. No, I'm saying that if people are actually interested in Pac-Man, then they can watch Pac-Man. They can sit down and watch. They can sit down and watch some Pac-Man. I mean, that seems very reasonable to me. I mean, I'm just saying if people are, at least some people are interested in Pac-Man. Because some people are still interested in Pac-Man, and they want to watch some Pac-Man. So, I'm just going to do, like, a whole series of I mean, I'm not going to do it, like, straight through, but I am going to do a whole series of Pac-Man. Yeah, this board seems familiar. This board seems familiar for some reason. Oh yeah, because I've been here before. It's just a different color. Of course. And I get crushed by Pinky. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about my absence, not the game. Why am I still talking about the game? Anyway, my absence was unexplained the last time I left and stuff like that, and I was so... Because you guys don't know how sad I was when my uncle was gone. Because once my uncle died, that was pretty much it for me. Like, after my uncle... How was that? That was barely 90 seconds. What the freaking... What? Okay. Wasn't that just great? I mean, I did get a completely new app, but I could never live stream. I mean, I could just make a series of it, but I would have to make it on my own time, and I don't have the actual equipment to make, like, sound effects, so... Sorry. I mean, for now, till I can actually get better equipment, this is all I can really do. And me, I'm not pretending to be somebody else. No, I'm being me. This is the real Ultimate you're seeing here. This is not some... Like, my name is Ultimate. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not. Do not. Okay. But I know my absence was unexplained last time, and many people were probably mad at me. But at least my absence is explained now, and everything has calmed down to the point where I can actually, where I can hopefully be forgiven for being gone for so long. I am back though, because I welcome myself back with some with a live stream. And if it's not as long as some other live streams would have been, it's because of the new app I got. It seems I've actually understood the app system. Of course, I understood it a long time ago. The bigger app that you get, the more energy it uses from your phone to keep it active. I mean, it's not going to go to the point where it's like, grrr, but it is going to take a lot of power out of your phone. I mean, it's not cool, but, you know, since the app I got was actually very freaking awesome, there's nothing I can really do about it. I mean, I'd have to wait till I think the thing was lame, which it's a Dragon Ball Z game, so that's really never going to happen. So really, it's been shortened down to... Okay. He killed me in the passageway. I mean, I could always, like... I mean, I have always wanted to make a version of a movie. Go figure. I've always wanted to make a version of a movie that I've always wanted to, because I thought if I made a version of it, it would be. Okay. Then there's you. No, you freaking... Oh! Oh, shh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I wish I could... No! Ah, frick. I thought I could trick them, but no. Their brains were too freaking smart. Okay. So he's all the way down there. Got it. Oh, shit. Darn it, I had to go back the other way. Oh, hey. Hey, dude. You know, I mean, I don't really know. Uh-oh. How was your day? It was fine. Shite. And I actually explained my absence to YouTube at the beginning of the live stream, so yeah, uh-oh. It's been a while since you stream. Sorry. Yeah, I welcome myself back with a stream. Is it glitchy for you? Let me put that down. Ah, go screw yourself, you little douche. Okay, go, 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 go. Okay. And L. And frick. No glitch. Thank God. Okay. So I'm actually doing... Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, gee. And also, I have my face cam. Also, I have my face cam on, so that's that thing. Can you say why you took a break from YouTube? From YouTube, please. Frick. I said that at the beginning of the live stream, dude. Uh-oh. But I'll explain it again if you really want me. I mean, I'll explain it again if you really want me to. Come here. God! Frick. Say it again, please. Okay. I actually took a break from YouTube because my uncle died and I was supposed, and you know, I went to his funeral. I mean, at first I thought that it was, you know, I mean, at first I was in denial at first, but then after I really know that he died, then I actually, you know, began to feel emotional, and I was really upset over his death. So basically, when he died, I was in a state where if I decided to continue doing YouTube, if I continue doing what I was doing, even though that he was actually dead, I would feel like, you know, I wasn't paying, you know, in my mind, I would I would do an, you know, I would feel like I was, oh, Jesus. Okay, whoa. Okay, I'm good. I would feel like I'm not paying attention to my uncle as much as he would have wanted me to, or anything like that. I would have felt like, you know, I was betraying him in some way, and I didn't want to feel like that. So I kind of just, you know, spent a couple of, like, weeks, maybe a couple days, staying away from YouTube. I took almost over, like, a couple months, maybe a year, staying away from YouTube, and I have changed since my uncle's death. And as you can see, my commentary is actually a lot better. My voice is actually a lot better now because, God freaking dang it, my voice is actually a lot better now because of, oh my God, it's Pather. It's Pather at the door. Okay. But, frick. Gosh. And the main reason, you know, basically I took a break from YouTube because my uncle was dead. So I didn't want to feel like, oh, I was ignoring him or something like that. I didn't want to feel that way. So, you know, if I wanted to really feel better, I kind of just had to take some time and pay attention to him. I had to take some time. I had to pay attention to my uncle because it was the only thing that was going to make me feel better. And, you know, and since I was away from YouTube for almost ever, I thought, why not welcome my fans and myself back with some Pac-Man? I mean, although I don't have that many fans, but whatever. And also, my phone is getting low. And that was only 32 minutes. Usually it would be an hour, but I got a bigger app and stuff, and, you know, it takes away from my stuff, and oh my God, I really, God dang it, usually it would be like an hour, but as you can see, it's only 33 minutes, and my phone's already almost dead. Anyway, I might as well just finish off with the explanation. And the reason why that I was off YouTube was because my uncle died. My uncle was dead, and okay, my uncle was dead, and everything was just, you know, and if I didn't do anything, everything was just going wrong, and it was just gonna be ridiculous to explain. So, with that said, huh? How many pieces of what? Still 55. Still 55. Anyway, I'm sorry that I took... anyway, I'm sorry that you guys, had to go through another episode of Pac... I mean, even though that it was fine, but... oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the other stuff that I've done in the description below. Also, I'm actually gonna make a Miss Pac-Man playlist, so you guys don't have to, you know, have a hard time actually trying to find all the Miss Pac-Man episodes and whatnot. So you guys don't have a hard time with that. I can just, you know, I can just send it to, you know, I can send all of them to this and just go send them all in order, and then you guys can watch it that way. And the more episodes I make, the more I'll add to it, and also still keep it in order. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. I don't know what the heck this was, and I'll see you next time. Bye.